Hey guys, it's me Zari and welcome back to another awesome video. And today I wanted to show you guys how to put watermarks on your edits so they don't get stolen. So I'm using Alight Motion. So if you make your edits on Alight Motion, this is the easy way to do it. As I know, there might be an easier way, but this is the easiest way to do it. So for me. So what you're going to do is press the add and you're going to go to elements. And the reason you're going to do elements instead of just adding text to your project is so it's easier to just add it instead of having to redo it every time. You can just add the element to your edit every time without having to redo it. So you're going to name it whatever you want. I already have my watermark element right there. And this is an accidental element, which is why it's not named, because I name all of my stuff, you can see. But we're going to do element, and I'm just going to name it watermark tutorial or whatever. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to put the size of the element the same size as your edit. You don't have to. It just makes more sense to me. So that's how I do it. But you don't really have to. So what you're going to do is create element, right? And what you're going to do now is you're going to go to your font app. And this is optional. There's two ways to do this part. But you're going to either go to a font app and type whatever you want. So whatever you post your edit on is what you might want to do, because the reason that people add watermarks is so their stuff doesn't get stolen. So if someone would like to steal your edit, if they try to steal your edit, your watermark is there. So if they don't delete your watermark, which I really hope they don't, I recommend putting it somewhere where it's like right in the middle of the edit. So if they do delete it, there would be no edit, because it's going to be weird, especially because I know there are apps where you can add and delete watermarks. And if people use those, if you put it in the middle, they won't be able to, because it'll be blurry and stuff. So anyways, you're going to want to put whatever you want to be. So if you post your stuff on TikTok, you'd put TikTok, and then you'll put your TikTok username. I post my edits on Instagram, so I'll just type like Insta, and then I'll put like this, and then I'll just put my Insta. Mine is Beyonce is My Mood Forever, and when I created this, I thought I was the cleverest person on earth. And it's kind of clever. I can't even lie. It's pretty clever. But if you don't get it, Beyonce has a song called Mood Forever. So Beyonce is My Mood Forever. It's whatever. But yeah, you're gonna compose and type whatever you want, and then you're gonna go to all these different fonts, and you're gonna type in whatever font you want. And once you get your font that you like, you can add decorations. In the app I'm using, you can do that and stuff. And you're gonna press copy, and it's gonna copy it to your clipboard. So I'm doing this on Android. I have no idea how this works on iPhone. I'm pretty sure it works the same. And the only reason I'm doing an Android tutorial is because I have one and I don't have an iPhone. And if I did have an iPhone, I would confirm whether it works on both. So, okay, so now that we're in my element, we're going to do text. And you're going to paste your watermark and change the color. And how you change the color is, if you look, you can see all these things on the top where it says Roboto Regular 18 PT. Next to that is this little square. You're going to tap on it and you can get all these colors. These are like colors they already have. You can do this, like you can do this and create like kind of custom colors. They don't have an RGB thing. Oh yes, they do. They do have RGB. If you know what RGB is, it's a way that you can create colors or get colors or whatever. Every color has an RGB basically. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, you can get whatever color you want for your watermark. I'm just going to do a random color. I know RGB, do I? It makes it a lot easier to do RGBs because of the color the things is. But yeah, so they literally already have that color. It's literally there. It's there. It's there. But we just do that color, I guess. That'll be the color of my thing. And we can move it wherever you want. Sometimes you might not want it on the middle because it does cover your edit. So like you can just move it to wherever you want. For some reason, it's not letting me. Oh yeah, there it goes. It's not letting me move it. Usually it'll let you move it, but for now, it's not letting me move it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just delete, and you're gonna just paste it like where you want it, obviously. Move it. It's literally not letting me move it. Any other time it'll let me move it, but right now it's not letting me move it, so I'm just gonna erase all that. And usually you'll be able to move it. I don't know what it's doing that right now. I don't know why it's doing that right now, but it's not letting me move it. So yeah, you have that way, and what you're gonna do with this way is you're just gonna make it as long as your edit or even longer, and you just make it kind of long. And so you make it at least 60 seconds or 30 seconds. The average editing time for your edits, you're gonna make it a little bit longer than that. I'm just gonna make it like this is just how I like doing it. So you just want to make it, if you already have your edit made, just make it as long as your edit. But I like to just add the same one to all my edits. So like, well, that's the way that, I don't even know how to explain it. So that's why I'm doing it this way. So yeah, if you what's also cool is if you have a different watermark for each of your edits, and the watermark kind of matches the vibe of your edit, that's cool too. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So then you'll just, it automatically saves, and now you're gonna go to projects, whatever project you want to add this watermark to, you will. This is the edit. It's being slow right now. What? This is the, oop, it's music. I don't want you guys to hear it, but just copyright reasons, that's all. So especially Beyonce's music is like copyrighted, like, you know. But you're gonna press add and then element, and you're gonna add your watermark, and then you can move it around wherever you want. I'm just gonna move it right here, so it's harder for people to steal. And if you want, I'll show you guys how they steal them and how to prevent them from stealing them or removing your watermark. If you guys want a video on that, I'll show you guys, but these are 2 different videos, so I'm not gonna do that right now. And since this is longer than my actual edit ends right here, I'm just gonna put my cursor where the edit ends and press on this like watermark, and I'm gonna press on the very top. There's like this timer thing where there's like that and that, and oops, I forgot I can't press that because it's, oh my gosh, and now I can't even reverse it because I'm so not smart sometimes. Sometimes I can be so dumb. Elements, watermark, I'm sorry guys, sometimes I do stuff very dumb. But yeah, and you can move it around where you want it, and then you just go to the very end of where your edit is, and then press on the little watermark thingy and press this button, and then you don't really have to exit out. I just did that because sometimes I don't think about what I do. And then you're just gonna do this last one, like the one that's after your edit, is gonna delete it, and then it's just there in your whole edit. And there's a second way to do this if you don't want to download the font app, or if you don't already have it and you don't want to download it, there's another way to do this. And that way is, first of all, let's delete this right here, and we can also delete, actually, I kind of like this watermark. Might keep it for future reference since I did put my real stuff in here. But yeah, and we can just change it to watermark, like watermark 2, because I kind of like this one. And so yeah, I'm just gonna do, and the other way to do this, I'm just gonna make this watermark 3, I guess. What? I just make it watermark 3 and create element. And then the way you do this one is you add text and you just type what you want. So Insta Beyonce is my mood forever, and then you're gonna go where it says Roboto regular, and you're gonna view all fonts. And then they have a bunch of already fonts made already that you don't have in different apps. I like going to different apps just because it has like really cool ones too, but they have some pretty cool ones too. And then you can just kind of put it like wherever you want, and put it in the middle or wherever you really want. And you're gonna do color, and you can make the color however you want. So yeah, that's how you do it. And then you would just make it as long like last time, and then go into it, elements, and then add your element, and then it'll just be there. You guys already know that it works like that, so like I'm not gonna make it as long or whatever. And then also something where it's green right here, say I didn't want it green because it didn't look right, I could just go to the element and edit it straight from the element. And if say I wanted to make it this color or whatever, I don't really know. And then I went back to the project or the edit or whatever you want to call it. It says a linked project or element has been changed. Would you like to update the embedded copy in this project? You can press update and it'll be purple. So yeah, that is how to add a watermark. Hope this was helpful, and then you guys enjoyed watching that, and that no one steals your edits because I don't want anyone to steal your guys' edits. So yep, and bye.